Legionnaires, Rycon here and welcome back to Permadeath 76. We are here with Akira Honda just outside of a small town that seems to be unnamed, other than of course Greg's Mining Supply Co. Yes, in the last we allowed ourselves a little bit of a detour to a large pharmaceutical company's headquarters and to this small mining supply town. We ran into some unfortunate issues in the pharmaceutical building, but I'm hoping I've been able to alleviate some of those problems by fiddling with the settings. Detours aside, our true goal is Morgantown, the high school and the airport, and that is our destination today. And so, without further ado, it is now time for us to dive on in. So yes, we are going to be leaving this small little sleepy town behind. It does appear that there is some kind of a radio tower up there, but that is taking us a little bit too far off track. We want to make our way back up this hill and towards Morgantown. I think we should actually be able to see it from atop here. So let's start making our way up and beyond, with our ears always open for trouble.
Anything's better than bugs. Hey, you're right, brother. Not ghouls.
Okay. That's different than the scorched. Okay. Whoa. Perceptive and some. Okay. Right. Park bench. Super mutants. Super mutants. Of course it is. Of course it is. Okay, well, hi. Don't mind me, lad. I'm just going to shoot in your general direction. We should be able to take them down with one more strike. There we go. All right. And is that a hound? I think it is. Nope, that's just a regular super mutant. And that hurts. What you're doing to us right now, that hurts. Whew. Okay. We'll do a little bit of that. Huh. Now I do have more stimpaks to our name, but I've got them back in our stash. We've got a lot of things in actual fact. Radaway, Radix, ammunition, weapons, but I am only taking out what we actually need with us at any given time. Ah, okay. Well, super mutants. Okay. Let's, take everything for now. We are almost at that point where I'm going to start being more selective with what we are taking. But in general, I feel like we're going to be taking, most often than not, all the weapons we can. Because with those weapons, we can break them down and get modifications. Yeah. What else have we got here? Bubblegum, good for our hunger and our thirst. A moonshine jug, we probably can live without. Okay. Nice little camp set up here. What do we have stashed inside? A few little bits and pieces. And I'll just take that. We probably don't need any more glass, but I will take Blackwater Brew, and we'll go ahead and drink that now. Let's see. It worked. Alright. Nice. So, yeah, let's not dilly-dally. That's where we gotta go. Oh, and, oh, okay. Huh. We just had a vault pop onto the map. Yes, indeed. Barn on the outskirts of town? We'll check that out first. I feel like we're probably gonna be in Morgantown for a wee while here. It's certainly the biggest place that we've been to so far. And at this stage, don't know exactly what to expect from here. Yeah. Now, towards the end of the last, I believe we found a laser rifle. I have been wanting to try it out, but I've decided to just leave it back in the stash for the time being. It's not in great condition. And I think we're going to focus on mostly our rifle and our pistol for now. Rather, the shotgun, actually. Rifle, shotgun for up close, and throwing knives for everything else in between. And thanks to the wonderful advice in the comments, I do know that eventually these wonderful throwing knives of ours are going to become obsolete. They don't seem to scale up over time, so we'll use them now while we can, because I think they're fantastic. But after them, we'll still have some neat things in the form of crossbows and bows, which is definitely the route that I want to go down. I like being able to reuse ammunition, and it's just a little bit of a different feel than, rocking around with a big old gun. So what we have in here, wood scraps first of all, which we are going to go ahead and gather. We're always going to need more wood. And what else do we have in the home? Boiled water, eh? Okay. We don't see, or rather, we don't hear anyone here at the moment, but there very well might be. Oh, well, there's a bug. Okay. Let's just knife you, eh? Yeah. Safer way to do it. And I do have to remember, it is most certainly an option for us. We've actually got an okay amount of strength, and we do have our perk card for our melee weapons. Wooden spoon. Yeah, we got the wood scraps, we're fine. Don't need to grab every piece of wood we see. We probably will start grabbing more things in general once we build out our camp a little bit more, and that's something that I do want to do. It's just not a direct priority at this stage. Wow. Nice. I like this place. Could clean up into something rather impressive. T-shirt and slacks. Feel like that's still something that we can't actually use. Or rather, we can use it, but I think it's just a wear over the top type thing. We'll hold on to it for the time being. The sooner we can get out of this vault suit, the better. It's treated us well so far, but, it does kind of mark us as a easy target, or at least, that's kind of how I see it. Might actually grab some water just while we're here from the pump. Just maybe 4 if we can. It's very slow from the pump. Everywhere else is a little easier. Okay, more boiled water, eh? Goodness. Cigarettes and, oh boy, yes, definitely. Glue. Oh, man, a lot of duct tape. Good spot for us, this one. It's a nice piece of art. Not much else in here. Let's drop on down and head outside. So, where are we going to begin, Morgantown? Well, I imagine points of interest are going to be marked on our compass, but even so, keep our eyes and ears open for anything unique or troubles that might be around. Razor grain. Okay. Yeah, farming is something that we are most certainly going to want to do in time. For now, we're just going to be a nomad. Always on the move. Can we jump up here? There we go. Hey there, friend. Right in the back. Not enough to do anything to you, really. Okay, let's get your friend. There we go. We've got another one all the way back there, huh? Let's see, what can we do? That range might be too much for the rifle. It is, unfortunately. It's okay. We know that now. Diluted radix? Sure. We might be able to go in there. So far, the homes that have red stars on, we seem to have been able to pop inside. And I was going to say, we probably don't have to kill every ghoul that we see. But then again, ghouls are like the nemesis of Akira, so I feel like if we see one, we're gonna. Even if they're not directly in our way. That pawn shop might be useful if we can get into it. Ooh. Okay. You're kind of like halfway between a scorched and a ghoul. We want to have a little bit of investigation on you. There we go. And we can use our binoculars just to have a quick peek down here. Let's see. Nope. No way in. That's alright. House on the hill. Kind of the same deal there. So the sun is setting. Let's find somewhere that we could, ride the night out if we needed to. That looks like the high school. Okay, so we are on the right course. Oh yeah, you're super burnt and bloody. Bank up ahead as well. And the vault might be marking Vault-Tec University, possibly. We have some Akira as well. Okay, maybe we'll go this way first. Responder radio beacon. We could always tune into that, but for now we're just gonna take this as it is and pop on inside. Okay, both dead. Defend the giant teapot boiler pipes. You know what? I don't think we will right now. We're gonna stay right where we are. Unless, of course, that's something that's really close by, and I don't think that's the case. Not much going on in here. There we go. I will take that. Good to get more modifications from it. And no actual booze. Yeah. Ooh. Crystal liquor decanter. Why not? No way up, but there is something here. To Janet. What do we got? Dearest Janet. Wow, I miss you. Miss your sly smile you'd always wear. I miss the warmth of one of your long hugs. And I can still remember how happy we were living together back then. Even though now I can't remember your face. I'm so sorry, Janet. I should have trusted you and walked into that vault holding your hand. Every day for the last 20-odd years I've been kicking myself for such a stupid mistake. It's a hellhole out here. Anyway, this is me finally saying goodbye, and that I'll never forget you, honey. It's getting real bad here. I've been waiting for that vault to open so long now, and see your bright smiling face again. But I can't wait no longer. I gotta move on. I should never have taken that job in DC. Good luck, Janet. Goodbye, and happy birthday, princess. Always yours, James. That's not like Dad. That's not like Fallout 3 Dad, right? Or is it? Did he have someone else before our mum? I don't know. Interesting. I mean, James is a common name. I'm sure it's not Dad. We'll never know. Oh. Morgantown. There we go. Well, we unlocked that. Tattoo Parlor? Is this the place of interest? I don't see a way in. But I could be wrong. Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. Well, Big Al, how are we getting into your shop? There might be another way. To Nukashine. 20 feet to the left. Okay. There is a way in. Okay. You're not Big Al, are you? Nope, but we'll take some of those bits and pieces and I think we'll pop on inside. Maybe sneaking first and with our light off to be safe. Bubble. What is bubbling? There we go, we can move. Yeah, there's always a second before we can actually take action. I'm not going to take anything because this might actually be occupied. Hello? I mean, there's lots of power on, but I'm not seeing anyone here. Weird. Whoop. Not what I meant to do. Yeah, okay, well...
Once upon a time there was a brain in a jar. And he lived happily ever after.
Where are you, friend? I'm kind of hearing it from this direction. It's neither of those. Am I Am I blind? Or am I missing something here? Yeah, I kind of don't want to take stuff from you now. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here. You know what? I'm going to have a look at the reception terminal. See what information we have there. Advertisement draft. Okay. Cellular construction. Uh-huh. You'll be in Tahiti, huh? Okay. Brain in a jar. But where? I really feel like there is something here but not here that we are not seeing. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at your machines.
Take one down, drink it right down. 84 bottles of shine on the wall.
Biv? Where the hell are you, Biv? Okay. I mean, this is strange, certainly strange. We might have to go out and come back in. 'Cause yeah. I am not seeing any way down or up from here. Yeah, let's try that, huh? Back out and then back in. Okay, let's see. And we can move. And I am still not seeing a brain in a jar. You're not in the television, and it sounds like it's right here, but not. I feel like we are missing something. Well, okay, I guess it's just some of those holdover hallucinations, Akira. Yeah, I'd love a tattoo. It's the one thing that's kind of missing from Akira at the moment.
Does it smell like alcohol down here, or is it just me?
Down here. Yeah, I mean, I feel like... Hang on. I'm an idiot. Well, I'm so glad I figured that out. Ah, dear. Okay. It's a speakeasy. Holy crap. Damn, what a speakeasy. This place is excellent. Okay, yeah, I love this. Huh. It's not the hallucinations, Akira. Yay.
Today's a beautiful day. The floors are green, the walls are blue, and the sky
Biff must be
shining
through
like
there,
the sun.
huh? Yup. Well. Very cool. Like it. Yeah, yet again, I'm not going to take anything from here. I feel like that's, potentially disrespectful to our, guest back here, maybe? We'll see what the situation is before we do anything like that. Hi, Biv. You seem to be having a good time.
I would share a drink with you if it was against the rules. Alright, you convinced me. I'll break them. This is for you. What was that sound? Oh, it's just my chest.
You're adorable. You're wearing a little black tie outfit.
Are you wondering if I get lonely down here? Not a chance.
Well,
I'm the best. I'm the best.
I'm sure.
company I could ever want.
yeah, no, definitely, Biv. Definitely. I tell you what, okay, we are going to go ahead and see if we can do some scrapping down here at one of the brewing stations. We might be able to. Yeah, let's see if that's possible, and then we'll have a look at this, see what's going on. Please don't murder me.
I'm on a toot and I
No
wouldn't
scrapping.
mind the company. My ambibulation chamber is feeling...
Yeah.
It's feeling empty.
I'm sure.
Is that my combobulating unit?
Do you mind if I just have a look at the terminal? Don't mind me. Restrictions, supply room. Restrictions, Biv. Let's have a look at Biv. Okay, Biv is a prototype robot Lewis brought in to help us with the Nukashine initiative. What is he doing? He can intake and metabolize alcoholic beverages. There will be more instructions on how to use them in the future, but for now, please refrain from experimenting. More importantly, please do not tell anyone about him outside of the project. Again, I cannot go into more detail at this time, but I need your support on this. Security door control, we will get to that. Supply room. As of now, access to the rear supply room is restricted to Lewis and I only. Lucas Shine continues to be a collaborative team effort between all pits. I'm not going to lollygag, don't worry. That makes it impractical to continue our open doors policy. Well, I'm going to try and open some doors. See if that's possible. Oh, access denied. Revoked. For details, contact Judy Lau. Right, Etta Psi House. So, there'll be a fraternity house. Maybe we can, maybe we can do with that. Read poster. Miscellaneous. Okay. I'm not sure if that was something here, but I wouldn't mind getting into there eventually. We're gonna keep all of that in mind. And,
My friends
bathroom?
They are great.
I'm sure.
Little brick over there.
Double bass, upright piano, fantastic. Well, we could play some instruments, Akira, but I feel like we do need to get a move on. So let's pop on out here, and before we go outside, I'm just going to turn off some of the quests on the side, then we'll get going. All right, and it is dark out, but that works for us. Makes stealthing a little bit easier. So we're going to continue through the rest of the town. I think maybe the best way for us to try and do this is going to be going kind of like right to left, just kind of moving our way through. Yeah. We'll choose that method for now. So the bank is going to be next. That's obviously our destination. Yeah, it is the university. And we'll get there. Hey, friend. We'll just try and deal with them first of all. Thank you. And keep your bottle. What do we got to head down this way? No foes yet. Okay. So let's just hop, skip, and jump on into this bank. You kind of like dig and crawl your way out? Kind of looks like that. Right, light on. Nothing in here. It's not a secret door either. I do love the friggin' secret door. Nothing else. I'll still take steel at the moment. Just not in massive quantities anymore. And you know what? You're always going to be useful for the screws. Cop hat. Do you hear that sound? It's kind of like a humming. I mean, it could have been the start of the music. Yeah, it was... It's kind of like the hum of when you'd have like a special item or something like that nearby. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Yeah, I do not know. What do we got? Morgantown Memorial Station. Let's wander up here. Got a bookshop we can check in on. Might be able to find some recipes in there. Okay, we've got some flappy feet down below. They can't see us where we are, and we can't see them. Status quo. Okay. Yeah, nothing much cool here. Caps, though. We'll take that. We can pop down that way. And we can follow that line. It's the end of the line this way. Oh, hi there. Alright, come on. Have at thee. We've got just, I think, a radio out this side. Oh, gotta go around. Hey there, friend. Well, we're not sneaking, but that's still working for us. Alright, need a little bit more than just a chest shot at the scene. Oh no, chest shot works. Good to know. Oh, another, huh? Alright. Work your way down there. We'll come and say hello. We'll open up that little shelter. There's someone actually hanging out next to it. Come on. Alright, come on. Wait, what? Alright. Sure. Let's go check that body too. Got our melee at the ready. What have we here? I'll get to you in 1 second.
Nuclear protection on a budget.
Cool. Interesting outfit. Tattered dress. And a worn veil. We'll take the veil. The damaged holotape will play.
Gangs are on the move. We must know. The order cannot...
The order?
Riverside Manor is back. The raiders are closing in.
Okay. Ooh. Well, I like the sound of that. Let's just have a quick look at our map and see where that is supposedly. Well, not any of those. That's leader of the pack. Oh, bummer. Read the poster was back in Big Al's. Okay, we might still do that. Down here. I see. Well, cool. We'll check that out. Before we head back to Al's real quick, let's have a look at what we just picked up as well. Worn veil. Let's put that on and let's see. The tattered dress, is that an outfit or... Okay, it is an outfit. You know what? The worn veil? That's cool. I like that. The dress, we're not going to rock though. We want to keep our armor on, so... Wrong one. And I just want to make sure... Yeah, that's not going to work for us either. Okay, but yeah, that's cool. I'll go for that. Little bit of anonymity. Not that we need it exactly. So let's head back real quick to Big Al's. I'll have a look at that damn poster and then we'll pick back up from where we were. Okay. It's here. Party poster. Let's see. Pie Muss. Wild eviction party this Sunday. Pie house party rules, break stuff, be wild, thrash hard, thrash all, chug, comb, puke, rally. All are welcome. Formal attire is optional. No robots. PS cops not invited. Okay, attend the fraternity party. I feel like the party probably isn't happening, but you know what? We could always go and check in, and that's up that way, so yeah, sure. I think what we will do is just take the Into the Mystery off for the time being, just because that's one quest that we probably won't be able to get to for just a little bit. It's down south a ways from here. I don't know where our next location is going to be after Morgantown, but yeah, we'll put that on once we start heading on a more southern trajectory. For now, we're just going to check out these last few houses out here. And yeah, pop on top of that if we can. Just a pin, huh? Oh, we can pop in here. Let's do this first. Hey, buddy. Hello. Let's get our light on, I think. Just look for the good stuff. No real need to sneak just yet, I think. Oh, that money is nearly putting us over the edge, so we're close. And we can pick this door, so let's get a pickin'. And we are in. What do we got? Supply closet with business is bad. Okay, some flares. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pick these up. The Bowie knife is something that I was wanting to take a look at as well because, well, it might be better than the combat knife, for all I know. Solvent, sure. Yeah, we won't take those though. But business is bad. What do we got? Another month and we've come up short. Barely able to pay back the bank loan. Stylists have to go another week without pay. Don't know why I'm so stubborn. Should have closed down the moment those automatic barbers were a thing. Morgantown is booming. Every day a new business is popping up. More and more people are moving in by the hour. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? What did you do? What dastardly thing did you do? Perhaps we'll find out. Yeah, we'll take your scissors. We're getting close. I think we are actually fully over encumbered. The fisherman's hat. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start being a little bit more selective with our loot. Believe it or not, I know we're already over encumbered, but I think it'll pay for us to be a little bit more picky going forward. A little bit. I thought there was caps. 38 rounds will take. I don't tend to hold onto them though. More often than not, I've been leaving them back at home. And we got ourselves another one to pick on open. And we got another thing to pick on open. Well, we're down one pick, but we got there. In memory of books. Okay. Sure, we'll play that.
Oh, my books. My big, beautiful bound books filled with stories and knowledge and history. I love my books. I always will. But lately, I've been feeling like books are on their merry way to becoming antiques. Nobody reads from paper anymore. I saw some university kids in the store the other day, just reading the covers
the
and
bookstore.
nothing more. Can you believe that? I'm completely summarizing the contents of a published work by judging the cover? Absolutely unbelievable. But now it's all holotape this, terminal that. Thank you, Robco, for ushering in the death of books and, to be honest, our entire civilization while we're at it. No, for anyone snooping in, the irony that I'm recording this rant is not lost on me. I can still mourn for the death of my favorite pastime without getting left behind in the past. Thank you very much.
Well, sorry to you. Let's see what we got over here. With some rooftop navigation. Alright, rewarded with some Radaway and some booze. Well, I do want to scrap before too long. I could look at putting down our tent just on the outskirts of town. That might be a good idea. Got a few things to drop off now, and looks like we've got more than a few things to explore here, so yeah, let's pop on down. Maybe this side, if possible. Can I drop down there? It'd be difficult, and it doesn't look like there's much actually there, so we'll play it safe. And let's see if we can drop our tent just, you know, in the middle of the road. That'd be cool. Well, not quite. Looks like it's going to have to go a little bit further than that. And let's see just how far. Well, it had to be pretty much the outskirts of town, but it works. We'll get our scrapping done and we'll head back on in. We're ready to continue on. We've got a power station on the left-hand side of the town. On the side of the university, we're probably going to have a look at that first, just after we scrounge through some of the sheds here. For tibias, which we probably don't need any more bone at this point, but you never know. Could come in... Not in handy, it's a tibia, that's a foot bone. That's not going to work, Rycon. The joke was nearly there, though. Doesn't seem active yet. And from what I remember from playing shortly when I first started this, we can actually take over certain areas, workshops and the rest. This might be one of those locations. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll get towards it regardless, and you, we're going to take a shot at, and hopefully your lasers aren't going to completely break our frame rate. Well, we didn't get a chance to see with you, but I'm sure if you got friends, we'll find out. Lots of mute fruit. Food processing. Okay. Yeah, could be one of these workshop factory locations. I'll be taking that scrap. Let's just kind of wander around the outskirts. Hello? Oh, we got a bug down here. Whereabouts? Where are you at, huh? Oh, you're in the pipe, huh? Yeah, you are. Can I get to you? Not easily, no. Well, I guess we'll leave you to it for now then. Excuse me. And we'll pop on inside. Can definitely hear some more bots. If we're fast, we might just be able to shank them to death. We'll find out very quickly if we're still having the same kind of issues. And I do want to open this, so I just want to make sure that we're kind of semi-safe. We seem to be. Let's turn our light off for now and see if we can get into this. There we go. Okay. We'll take all of that for the time being. the top, eh?
Unidentified intruder detected.
Oh, whoops, that was a miss.
Search. Kill.
Gotcha.
Kill. Kill.
And the lasers are a lot better. Got him. Good stuff, Akira. Okay. We can break into that.
Please leave the area.
There's another weird sounding kind of robot around. Hey, you. It's just an iBot? Oh, it's a Liberator. That'll be you that was making that sound. And that means there are others around, I see. Got ourselves a terminal. Uh-huh. Okay, I think he must be upstairs.
For hostile target.
Search away, be my guest. Be my guest. We're just going to take a few little odd bits and pieces. Let's stick down here for now then. We'll eventually work our way up to the top. Take some much needed shells. We haven't actually found too much in the way of shotgun shells so far. Someone outside? Yeah, there is. Okay. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Oh, you're not dead. Whoops. My mistake, my mistake. Another one out here? Sounds like it. You know what, just in case. Take you down. Thank you. That a body? Nope, it's a wheel. Just a wheel. Nothing to be concerned with. We'll check that for drinks before we pop one inside. You might have noticed that we haven't lost much in the way of food or drink during this episode, and that's been thanks to the gum that I've been chewing on. It's keeping us going. I want you, and ooh, I also want you. Let's get this open. There we go. Okay. Ooh, auto pistol. Some more technical data as well. Good, good. Right. Okay, we can hack into this as well, so we shall, but I just will check in the bathroom first. Hello. Goodbye. He's still stuck to the wall, eh? Addictol. Looks a lot like Jet. I guess it's an inhaler of some kind, but yeah. So we still have addictions. Okay. I'll take that, medics. We haven't had to use much in the way of chems yet, but I'm sure we will, given enough time, and we will be using them. For now, though, let's get into this terminal. And we are in. And we completed a challenge as well. Save control, we don't have to worry about that. New employee orientation. Okay. High quality products, low prices. Yeah, when there's stuff like this, I'm more or less going to be kind of speed reading through it. There are specific things that I'll be looking out for. Law-wise and whatnot. Human resources memo. Stuff like that, for example. Please join Plant Manager John Smith and I in welcoming our most recent group of new hirees to the Mama Dolce family. They will all be joining them at the food processing plant in Morgantown. Please give them a big Appalachian welcome when you see them around. Okay. Will Harris, you were the night shift manager, huh? Okay. Well, let's get moving on up. Lots of things going on here. Take me salt and sugar. Pork and beans too. And it's raining inside. This Ruth is no good at its job. Alright, don't worry, we're on our way up. I'll be with you before you know it. We should probably take our rifle out just in case. Actually, let's go shotgun. Or, you know what, we could just try and rush them. Rush them and knife them. Yeah, let's try that, hey? Okay. Yeah. That hurt a little. Don't like that. Where are you? You're over here somewhere. Still above us? Oh yeah, up here. Okay. Well, we're safe from you for now. Steelworker uniform. Imagine it's gonna overtake
Fugitive
us yet again.
attempting to evade capture.
I am, and I'm
Beginning
succeeding.
pursuit.
You can try, my friend, you can try. Ah, ID card. Yes, thank you. Let's just have a quick look. Apparel and worker uniform. I think that did replace things. Unfortunately, yeah. I just want stuff to go under. Come on. We'll find something eventually. Okay, can't do anything with those buttons. There was a terminal on the bottom floor that we could have a look at, and I will. Just once we've cleared the rest of this place out. Okay, we can't make our way up from here. So how... Oh, this way. That answered my question. Anything hidden down there? Possibly. We'll have a quick look at that. Some steam hissing on out of here. What do we got? Nothing. Nothing. And it's just another way up. Okay. Well, now we know. Let's keep on moving. And we'll get all the way up the top. Just checking out these few last things. Yeah, I see you up there. We'll sneak for now, see if we can get a throwing knife off. Oh, we've been seen. Hey there. Don't mind me. Gotcha. Okay. We'll find our way in. We'll be way up here somewhere. Sweet roll. Wonderful. Well, maybe not exactly up here, but there's got to be a way around here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, unless we aren't meant to get up there. I feel like that's explorable. Oh, no, maybe not. It's just like the engine block and stuff. Yeah. Let's check that terminal down the bottom, see if there was anything special or unique we could do with that. Oh, field report. Sure, we'll go ahead and play that. Oh, and we didn't play it. We'll play it as we're having a look through the terminal. Let's see. Field report. There we go.
Responders field report. Sanjay Kumar speaking. Recon mission to Mama Dolce's food processing plant nearly complete.
Shh, not so loud, Mr. Sanjay. I can hear more of those little robots with red stars walking around nearby.
If the robots are a concern, go and deal with them.
No good.
You're supposed to be my security escort, aren't you? As I was saying, recon mission wrapping up now. What I found here is very promising. There's a good chance I can get these machines operational.
Where are all these robots coming
we
from?
can lock.
Anyway? What are they all doing here? Maybe we should just get out of here.
Pull yourself together, man. I swear, you're the most timid security volunteer I've ever met. Where was I?
Come on.
I recommend we return with a mechanical team to investigate the possibility
There we
of
go.
restoring this facility to full operational status. This concludes my report.
Well, I don't think that happened. I will take your frag mine, though. Yeah. Does not look operational, so they never made it back here. Well, it's a shame for you. Airport's up that way, and the university is out here. Okay, well, I feel like we have to at least do that before we finish today, right? Let's make our way towards that and see if we can find this next tape belonging to the Overseer. It's strange, even though we've already met her, we're still following this trail. But, you know, it's okay. I can make it work in our mind. We're still trying to understand who the Overseer is, and perhaps, if we have a way to find where these silos are, and if they're still secure. Voltech University. Yep. So there's quite a few buildings for us to check out here. And this isn't actually even the high school, so yeah. This is something else, and I think there's someone here. There is. Gilbert Hobson. Well, Gilbert. Guess this is all your belongings here, Let's have a chat.
You can almost hear the hustle and bustle of students gathering, talking, and rushing to get to class.
Yeah?
Ah, what a magnificent place this once was. The very epicenter of learning here in Appalachia. Truly, nothing is as valuable as a good education.
Sure. I mean, Akira was a teacher. That's what her job was before the apocalypse. But does she believe it is valuable still? I don't think she does. You gotta be joking. An education's totally worthless now.
Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. That's Plato. And while I could take the time to explain who he was, I rather doubt you'd care. I don't mean to condescend, but it's enormously frustrating to encounter someone who doesn't care about all that we've lost. So, what brings you here to the hallowed halls of Vault-Tec University? Searching for knowledge? Foraging for supplies? Or
little bit of
perhaps
both.
some secret mission you can't talk about?
Let's see. Hey. I mean, yeah, we've met her, but... yeah, we'll try.
Not only have I seen her, we had a pleasant conversation just a short while ago. She went inside the school. I do hope she's safe.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks for your time.
Certainly. It was a genuine pleasure.
Yeah, I think Akira respects
Good to see
the
you.
knowledge that she has, but the idea of people learning the same way that he did before, yeah, doesn't compute in her mind anymore. There are other lessons to be learnt, rather than a formal education. I think we're still going to have a look around in here. It might not be exactly what we're meant to be having a look at. Yeah. But he did say that he saw her here. Maybe the person we saw wasn't actually the overseer. That was just some other kook living in the house. Maybe. Look, I know that isn't the case, but, you know. It's our headcanon for now. Friendly robots or no? No, maybe? Hello?
Commencing attack.
Oh, come on. Whoa. No need for any of this. Well, maybe there is. Maybe there is need for this. Damn it. Come on. Terminal. Oh, come on. There we go. Not enough, huh? Okay. Ah, dear. Let's grab these throwing knives back if we can. And it seems like we are still being, well, actively noticed. What? Oh, VT. As in Vault-Tec University. Getting a greater understanding of Vault-Tec is a good reason for us to be here too, so we got that going for us. At least we know to kill or sight when it comes to these things now. No reason to give them a chance. And down we go, I suppose. I mean, it makes sense, it's like a vault. I kind of wasn't expecting it, but it does make sense. Oh, hello there. Also, what was that ID card for? I mean, what could we potentially use that for? Not sure. You are a brain. Oh no, you're a Protectron. We'll get to you. Simulation vault entrance. Okay. Let's see. Previous simulation status. Total loss of life. Okay. Current status. Vault has been cleaned by automated systems and is ready for the next simulation. Upcoming simulation status. Waiting instructions. Let's open the door, huh? And very quickly get out of this. Yeah, you take a wee bit. We got there. We could have probably done a power attack or two. Damn, that's a nice looking vault. Maybe we've found a new home, Akira. The last vault's oxygen and whatnot was being turned off. Not a bad space. If we were looking for somewhere to hang our head. And you know what? I feel like long term, that is what Akira wants. But knowing that there are 3 active missile silos here, and seeing the direct damage that those bombs have done to the landscape around Boston, I feel like making sure that those nukes couldn't be launched is still a priority of ours. Yeah. Ooh, alarm clock. Nuclear material in you, so we'll be taking that. Inaccessible. Volt Tech University. Mr. Gutsy. Yeah, that's a little bit more of a challenge for us. Yeah, looks like. Okay. I'm not sure who you're fighting there, friend, but we want to be cautious. From what I've been told about Gutsies, thank you for the information, some of them have 50 caliber rounds, and they can tear through us like butter. VTU jacket and jeans. Sure, we'll take that. We do have the old VTU cap from the Overseer's home. Gold-plated glass. Damn. Yeah, we'll be a bit more selective. We'll take the globe, though. I think we still have some screws in that. Nothing else in this room. Very reminiscent of Vault 76, though. Ah, medical. Nice. Okay. Let me try that again. The microscopes we'll be taking because I believe we do have some good stuff in there. Wow! Required skill 3. Yeah, we're nowhere near that. Okay. That's a lot. I will take the cigarette carton too. Yeah. We could rest in here just for a little bit. You know what? Let's do that. See if we can get the well-rested perk. I feel like that would be nice. Let's just rest our head down for a little bit here, Akira. Alright, get nice and comfy. And yeah, I'm gonna let Akira have a little bit of a snooze. Once she's feeling good, continue on. There we go. Well rested. That did not take all that long. Good, good, good. I'm not sure exactly what the direct effects are, but I feel like it's probably going to give us a little bit more in the way of XP. It's generally how well-rested works. And we could head up. I thought there was a friggin' mine for a second then. It's not. We'll keep on going through the rest of this place here. We'll see if we can't find this Gutsy. Okay. No way to open that, huh? Right. Same deal here. Okay. Fine. And the Overseers. I do want to have a look at that, but I kind of want to have a look down there at the same time. Is that going to take us very far away? It might. So let's just kind of stick around here for now. Cool power cycle. Not much in the bathrooms, okay. Vegetable starch. Adhesive, still useful. A lot of lead in here, and Vault Tech University jumpsuit. Maybe we'll use that one instead, huh? Let's see. And it does work as an underlayer. Alright, nice. Yeah, those are going to be super heavy, so probably not worth us taking those unless we're already super encumbered. Or unless we find a bench around here that we can use. Ooh, that's... Yep, that's dangerous. Okay, so if we can turn off the frickin' Resident Evil laser grid, maybe we'll go down there. Until then, we'll leave it as it is. Cafeteria tray, I think we can get aluminum from that. Cranberry jam. Let's take that. Aluminum's not always super easy to find, so we'll take those. They don't seem to be too heavy as well. We'll quickly check this space out. Uh-huh. Vegetable starch again. Good. And we'll keep on going. Back up and towards the Overseer's office, I think. Yep. I will keep that in mind. Unless there's a way for us to destroy it. Maintenance. Nope. Nope. Let's just close that for now. Yep. Up towards the overseers. Who knows, we might be able to find something.
Area secure.
That's what you think, buddy. This isn't secure at all. Oh, this is taking us right up. And towards the exit. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you kind of all died trying to get out. There were all students here when the bombs would have fallen. You feel like this place would have been able to hold on. Oh, and this is the Overseer's office. Damn. Why wouldn't the doors open for you? Maybe we'll find out. Let's leave them open for now. Oh. Private Overseer's room, maybe. Rat poison under the bed. Right. Vault security. Okay. What did we have going on here? I want to take the coffee cup. Let's see. Concerns. Right. The faction divided in the vault, or the faction divide in the vault, continues to be the #1 concern. Head Engineer Brass and Dr. Lars each control a significant portion of the vault staff. Their feud threatens to create revolt and panic. Cracking down seems unwise. Better to let the Overseer resolve matters. A show of leadership would only calm the conflict, but it might unite the vault under a single authority. Well, I guess that didn't work out for you, huh? Undamaged cigarettes. Ooh. Worth saying to someone, maybe? Some robots somewhere? And that's leading back out. Okay, let's have a look at this terminal, please. Oh, 2 terminals. Simulation vault entrance. Overseer's log. Wow, okay, we've got a bit here. Right. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be a bit of reading, and generally I like to read this stuff. I don't like to miss it out, especially when it comes to vaults, because it's important. If you want to skip it, please do skip ahead. I will not judge you in the slightest, but let's get reading. T-minus 1 day until my test run starts. I did the final walkthrough with my advisors before getting locked in. The students will be here tomorrow to test my hypothesis that using a calorific dense food paste of my own formulation, it's superior to the standard supplies, and that my flavoring system will create enough variety so that dwellers won't get bored. Okay. My dwellers have arrived. After a brief orientation, I have given them time to adjust to one another, the parameters of the experiment, and their respective roles. I plan on giving an address later today. We are on full lockdown and everything is running smoothly. Unless I signal to my advisors, we're in until the time lock releases 4 weeks from now. So far, the test is going well and feedback has been positive on the food paste formulation. Okay. Yep, that's 3, on to 4. The dwellers are eating even less of the experimental formulation than I expected. They report full bellies and satisfactory metabolisms. Okay. I felt like something happened on the outside today. Yeah, almost like an earthquake. And we lost power in the vault temporarily. The dwellers were able to quickly restore power via the backup generators. I assume that this is part of a drill, and my people performed admirably. Heart attack. Sudden and out of nowhere. One of the maintenance staff died in the middle of his work today. I'm waiting on the coroner's report before I make any decisions. Something tells me it's probably tied to the food. The coroner did a full autopsy and it looks like it wasn't a heart attack, but the arterial wall of the heart hardened and cracked. I've ordered a medical review of the control group and members of the test group. Okay. It's conclusive. My food paste formulation causes arterial plaque buildup. There were no signs of buildup in the control group, so I have ordered the dwellers to take stock of the remaining standard issue food to see if we have another week left in us. Okay. More bad news. My food paste was not as popular as I had thought. A black market for standard rations has cropped up, and we only have rations for 2 days for everyone in the vault. I want to try and devise a solution to the problem before I signal to my advisors to end the test prematurely. This is my senior thesis experiment, and if I fail, I won't be able to operate as a full overseer. I feel like you probably should have pulled the plug when someone died. Maybe? The dwellers are threatening to revolt if I don't call the experiment. They burned through the rations quicker than we thought, and now they're getting scared. I'm gonna go signal my advisor and cancel the test. Can't take the chance that we're gonna lose anyone else. Oh, well, finally, like days afterwards. No response from the team outside. The dwellers think I'm lying to them and are threatening to storm my office. I'm not sure if I can even hold off a full offensive for 2 weeks. They've breached the outer seal and are at the door of my office. I can hear the drill operating. It'll take them days to get through, but I can't take the chance. I don't know what my advisors I don't know why my advisors aren't responding. People are dying here, and more are gonna die if there's nothing I can do about it. This will be my final entry before I barricade myself in my bedroom in the hopes that I can outlast the timed locks. God willing, this is just part of the test. Something tells me it's not. Yes, unfortunately not, and it looks like they were trying to get into the Overseer's room, and we see no Overseer in here. So that has me perplexed. I mean, this is the vault security. Where then was the Overseer's room? And it looks like they didn't get the whole way in. Let's head up and see. Okay. Oh, hearing a lot more in the way of robots. I'm pretty sure I heard the weird kind of breathing sound again. Of the creature that we didn't manage to find in the other place that we were in. Yeah, that sound there. I mean, maybe it's a robot, for all I know. Only one way to find out, huh? Okay. Let's carry on, Akira. Hey, team.
Intruder.
Got one.
Identify yourself.
And 2. Got him. Just. God damn. You are... That's an all-terrain Protectron there. Oh, they're still alive.
False alarm. Standing.
Come on.
Down.
Time to die. Alright, die. The explosion was frightening. Okay, you're just kind of wheeling past there, friend. Do you want to pop on back? I've got a knife ready to throw at you. There you are. And I am happy to say that the lasers are a lot better. Where are you? Come on. There we go. Got some more. Where are you? I've got a knife at the ready. Alright, let's just ground it for now. Or it's gone. It's gone. That's fine. Alright, we don't want to go all the way up just yet. We'll go through what's down here before we carry on up towards the top. That's going to lead us outside. Okay. Still being cautioned. We're fine. What? Okay. Well, I guess we don't need to unlock this.
Fugitive has evaded pursuit. Law enforcement authorities now have primary responsibility for apprehension.
I'm sure you do. Well, good luck with that. I hope you find them wherever they are. That's a full giddy up. Good for scrapping, but I don't think we can afford to take along with us for now. Ooh, I will take those though. And the lantern. A little bit on the heavy side. And I want to see if we can get into this terminal here. Young Dweller Development Terminal. Yeah, this is a kid's room. Okay, what have we got? Introduction. Starts at 10 to 12 years of age. Like stuff like this, general information, I'll bring it up, but I won't read through everything. Just kind of more looking for interesting tidbits of information. But yeah, it looks like they start them quite young. 2 more of these to go through. And here. Right, okay. Well, I guess they felt like they needed to. Technical and facilities training. Yeah, there's a fair amount to this space. Medical Training Development Terminal. Uh-huh. I mean, I imagine it's pretty much going to be the same kind of deal here as well. I will bring them up. Skin disorders and you. Well, the skin disorders are something of interest to us in regards to the scorched out there. Oh, hello. I just saw you zip on past. Make sure that we're not missing out. On medics. And Addicto. Good. And there's that sound. What is that sound, huh? That kind of strange breathing. There is something like slightly mechanical to the sound of it though, so there could be something to that. It's leading out. And we are going up. Eyes out for campus security. Where are you at, eh? All the way down there. Sorry, you were saying? Okay. Yep, strange breathing. We're fine, we're doing good, we're doing good. Let's scrap. We're very close to being encumbered now, though. So we'll be a little bit more picky with what we take. Oh, hi there! Gotcha. Hey, buddy. Hold still. I will take all of that, thank you. The lead scrap too. Right, peace and quiet. Apart from that sound. We could lock, or rather, pick the lock on the door that's downstairs to get a little bit more experience. I might do that before I leave here. And I wasn't expecting so much last day of school. Yeah, sure, we'll play it.
Turned down by potential boss once again. If you told me when I first got here that I would be anything other than the overseer of the control vault, I wouldn't have believed you. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more realistic about things. The overseer at Vault 96, one of the hottest postings outside of 76, wouldn't even give me the time of day. The man sent me a form letter as a rejection, for God's sakes. At this rate, I'm gonna end up shipped out to the West Coast to work as a janitor in 29 with a bunch of obnoxious teenagers or something. It's pretty clear to me now that Vault-Tec is a hive of nepotism and ass-kissing. You can't get ahead unless you attend every lecture and write every paper. There is no respect for passion. And some of these kids, they just don't understand what Vault-Tec means. Meanwhile, I have to take my third run at senior thesis. Should be entertaining to get rejected by Dean Elliott yet again. Anyways, cash is tight, so I'm gonna take part in hopefully my last thesis project in the Sim Vault. This kid seems fine, and his experiment is about food, so I get to eat well, at least.
There we go. Alright, we'll disengage that lock there, and we'll see what we've got here. This is the Dean of Overseer. This is about a few different folks that are here. If we recognize any names, we'll go ahead and stop on them. Shelby. No. Okay. Food replacement schemes. Yes. Should be able to end the experiment in the middle of week 3. Well, that didn't happen. What have we got for this one? Funding thesis, evidence of so-called cryptids. She thought she could prove their existence and have appropriate data. This would be a major breakthrough that Vault-Tec can surely benefit from. If anything, it gets her out of our hair for a few months. Should she not return within her given time period, she'll need to find a team to locate wherever she holed up to retrieve any data for investigation. So, O'Rourke is looking into cryptids. Oh, find Shelby O'Rourke's shack. There we go. Good that we checked in on that. Yeah. Okay, well, ooh, nice. Okay, very nice. Tactical hunting rifle, and yeah, we are over encumbered now. Okay, so we're gonna need to be a little bit cautious here, or rather we can throw caution to the wind and just grab whatever we want now at this point. I really don't want to rush going through here, but I don't think we will go much further than this building, as we are already running towards the end of the episode, the time that we have. Let's see. Sure, we'll start taking pretty much everything at this stage. Once we get over encumbered, it's like, well, what the hell, why not? We could drop off a few things, but I think as long as I can kind of keep an eye on our AP, we should be fine. I say that now, but you know, we'll see. Oh, damn it. Yeah, sometimes we can get a little too close to those walls. That's better. Ooh. One more. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll go for our iBot friend in just a moment. I think that quick attacks seem to go a little bit better against them. That works for me. Where's our other throwing knife? Oh, that's Drew's workstation. I see. Liam's, okay. And, yep, there we go. Throwing knife. I will check those out real quick. Duct tape as well. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at Dean's. I think you were doing the food replacement. Yeah, food place formulation. I see. Yep. What's in your formula? An interesting mixture of stuff. Flavor profiles. Right. Advisor response. Mr. Collingsworth, your proposal has come a long way and the board has agreed to give you 1 month of vault time starting on October 15th this year. Right. Well, lucky you, Drew. Well, I think I was saying Dean by accident. Liam, let's have a look at your stuff here. Let's have a look at your abstract. Canines to form a self-governing society. Basically, the experiment will involve dogs trained to train other dogs to perform typically human-run tasks. I think dogs should vote. I've begun training my miniature schnauzer, Riley, to operate vault doors. I mean, good for you? What's the advisor response? This proposal lacks any kind of substantial value and makes me seriously question your devotion to the project and preservation of the human race. Ah, dear. Well, I'm sorry, Liam. Didn't work out for you, did it? And no other terminals in here, so let's move on from here. Take that from you. What is that sound? What is that sound? I'm sure we'll find out eventually, but just not knowing now is super fun. I enjoy it. Here we go. We can't sprint, but we can chase up towards you and just kind of dodge and weave. Goodbye to you. Right. What else we got by the front here? Nothing too valuable. And that's going to lead us outside. So I think we've pretty much cleared this building. I'll have one last kind of loop through. Because yet again, we cannot find the source of that sound. Freaky as it is. Yep, we kind of had to look at all of this, haven't we? Maybe not the far hand side over there. No, there's no way through there. Okay. Well, let's head back down for now. But I think we've kind of done everything there. We could head back down as the vault, but I think that's gonna kind of be the same deal. Yeah, more or less. Well, I think that's gonna wrap us up here for now. We do have more to look at here. We've got a lot of things to scrap before the next episode. Training vault entrance. Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to have one last little run through the vault before we finish up today. I'm going to get my stamina back. If I discover anything, I will let you know. Otherwise, we'll find somewhere nice to sit down and finish things today. Well, there was this door that we haven't checked out yet on the stairs, and ooh, we can pick it. Let's get it open. There we go. What do we got? Ah, okay. Leading even further up. Anything in the lockers? Just a test tube. Okay, well, what's up here then? Can we get this open? Yes, we can. Is this an area that we've been in so far? I can't say. I think, possibly. Yep, we've got dead bots in here, so... Oh, no. We've got rads in here. Estella. No, we have not been here. Okay, well, portable fuel tanks. We'll pick you up. Okay, you know what? Let's take some Radix. We've got a lot of Radix. We don't usually get exposed to kind of like... Yeah, rads in the just general vicinity. We do actually have to have something to eat and drink now, so let's have a look at doing a little bit of that. I'm just going to have some of our snacks that we've got. We'll have some of that nice purified water. Probably have something else to drink. If possible, toxic soot flour. Yeah, don't eat that. I was close to doing it. Have a Nuka. Lovely. That's us nearly good. And blackberry juice. Good stuff. So, yeah. I'm not sure where that radiation was coming from. Kind of seems this general area. Kaliman and Estella, both dead. It wasn't me. Okay, we've got ourselves a terminal over here. What have we got? We can... Let's see if we can hack this. And we are in. Okay, maintenance logs. Data corrupted. Oh, well, okay. I guess we got a little bit of experience for doing that, so that's an added bonus for now. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess let's head up for now. Be over encumbered for a little bit here. If we need to, we can probably take some buff out just to get a little bit more out of this, although that just seems to be the exit. Yeah. Where is it going to exit? Not sure. We can unlock it though, and it's open. Oh, we got ghouls. Okay, well, we're not wrapping up just yet, folks. No siree. Hey there, buddy, pal, friend. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. There we go. I'll take the gold fork, thanks. I'd love that back, but I don't... Oh, we are going to get it back. There it is. Well. Okay. So, this seems like a whole new building for us to explore. And, believe me, I really do want to explore it. But I think we are gonna, damn it, before anything else happens, we're gonna pop on outside. Yeah, and we'll explore this all in the next. Alright, here we are, back outside. And it's this main building here that we're gonna be popping into in the next episode. Or we could start off on that one. It seems kind of by itself. Hang on, didn't we start? We started with that one. We maybe can check that one out as well. There's a few buildings for us to have a look at here. Yeah. But for now, on the steps of Vaultic University, we're going to end things for today. I'd like to thank you all for joining me for another episode here with Akira. I am happy to see that things seem better here, or maybe that place we were in was just cursed when it came to our frame rate. Regardless, Akira, you did all right today. I'm stoked that so many of you are still enjoying this series, especially with it releasing every second day. We'll see how that goes for another week, eh? If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay